Here we go with the latest price moves in crypto, and let's go ahead and get right on into it, starting off with the general crypto market. We could take a look here and see Bitcoin is down 2.83%, is now below currently the $29,500 price level. We'll get into that in just a moment, a little bit more on the price charts. Ethereum is down 2.03%, still hanging out above $2,000 though. With BNB, it's also seen a hit, down 2.47%. Very few cryptos across the board are we actually seeing much movement on the upside. We do have Chainlink, we also have Mana, some noteworthy figures, Dogecoin, AVAX is also up there as well, but overall the market is showing signs of a pullback. And as we can see here on the price charts for Bitcoin itself, that looks quite dramatic. Typically, how we see these things go is staircases up, elevator down, and sure enough, we have large volume today. The weekend, the volume was extremely low. However, we do have a little bit of a bounce taking place. So here on the daily, it did hit a low of that's interesting. I don't see the normal indicators over here on the right side. So they may have moved it somewhere else. But it's approximately a low of around $29,260-ish dollars. So it has since then come up a tad bit here. Let's go ahead and go on to a 1 hour time frame. We can see that most of this took a hit right around this 11 time zone, and then 2 hours after that still saw some more decline, try to recover a little bit, further decline, and all of that testing 2 different times right around the same level at that $29,250 range. So it's in a bit of a consolidated space for the last hour, seeing a little bit of a pullback, but as it is on an hour per hour basis over the last 5-10 hours, we're seeing it essentially moving sideways here. So we're going to wait to see what happens next with Bitcoin. As far as this on the 1 hour time frame, we can see that it has dropped below that 200 moving average that's being identified here, but I wouldn't really focus on that too much. Again, if we go back over here to the daily, we can see that for its overall movement, it did break out of this ascending pendant, I should say, this bull flag. And by doing so, it was an explosive push up. Volume was pretty high there for about 5 days. Then it got real flatline. And then, of course, there's some profit taking that is typically expected in these scenarios. However, will it retrace itself back to these previous levels? We'll keep an eye on it. Moving on to the actual SafeMoon and SafeMoon SWAP partners now, we do see for SafeMoon on the Binance Smart Chain side, it is red on the day, down 2.29%, $72,000 in trading volume, $35,000 in buying versus $36,000 in selling. So not much of a difference between buying and selling, but do keep in mind, I am suspecting we are going to see some more price impacts on the negative side due to a trend history of low trading volume with a lot of these different SafeMoon swap partners that are on the Binance Smart Chain side, and also referring back to this where we can see that BNB itself is down 2.21%. Moving on to SafeMoon for Polygon, we can see it is also pulling back a little bit on the daily, down 0.34%, $629 in trading volume, most of that on the sell side, $459 in selling versus $170 on buy. Then we have SafeMoon for Ethereum, same thing. We're seeing a pullback down there. It's technically up 0.4% compared to 24 hours ago. A bit surprising to see that. There's only 2 transactions, $67. It's identifying that both of those transactions were on the buy side. For Evergrow coin, it had a 4-day run-up of green, a little bit of a pullback on the day here, very low volume, less than $300, $288 to be more specific, $285 on the buy side, $2 on the sell side, and it says that it's technically up 0.47% compared to 24 hours ago. Blockbuster Tech seeing a little bit of a pullback here as well. Most of this on the sell side for the order books. So we can see $3,400 in trading volume, $3,000 of which was for selling, $387 for buying. It's down 4.73% in the last 24 hours. Beefy also taking a hit, down 2.76% in the last 24 hours. This one here having $3,800 in trading volume, $2,200 of which was selling. So the majority of it, the bulk, we have $1,600 on the buy side though. It's only 7 transactions total, but it did take a little bit of a hit here. And then for BNB Mirror Protocol, also seeing a pullback on the day, $969 in trading volume. $483 of which was on the buy side, $486 on the sell side. There's only a discrepancy there of $3, but it's down 3.33%, largely suggested, again, having ties back over to the price impact with that of BNB. And if you take a look at the order books, once again, you can also see that there's a series of trades taking place that are for less than a penny. So very curious to see what's going on there. Bitcoin Mirror Protocol, we have a bit of a drop taking place here. This one, there were 14 transactions, every one of them being identified as a sell, even though a handful of these are, once again, less than a penny a piece. And with this, it's $478 in trading volume, $478 on the sell side, down 2.32%. It did, however, have a 4-day run-up, and there was a little bit of some breaks here in between, and it's essentially been making a run since April 5th. And so seeing some of that pullback, it's canceling out most of the gains that had happened yesterday. But what's interesting is that you take a look at the volume down below here for yesterday. It's extremely small. And even for today, less than $500, many people would argue that is in itself extremely small. But it did have this pullback that took place. And then on to Croge, we can see it had a drop as well. $331 in trading volume, $319 of which was on the sell side, $12 on the buy side. It is down 7.77% in the last 24 hours. You had 2 days of green run up that were looking pretty good. We did have some nice volume that took place here on April 13th, but for April 16th, not so much. And interesting that there's a little bit of a gap here between those 3 days. I'm not exactly sure what happened with that. We see April 17th, though, that pullback that took place there. There are only 3 total transactions. Crift, this is an anomaly of what we're seeing with everything else. It's actually on its 4th day of green. It's only $18 in trading volume, though, but 14 transactions, all of them buys. And then you can also see that a series of these on the order book are less than 1 cent a piece. What is going on here? We also have 4 transactions here that were $4.57 each for 32,300 Crift. 32,000. Where have we heard the whole 32 meme before? Anybody want to take a guess? Go ahead and let us know in the comments down below. And so moving on to the next crypto we have is Glow. And with Glow having a bit of a pullback here, down 2.28% in the last 24 hours, $165 in trading volume, most of that on the sell side, $159, versus the buying, which is $5. Only 3 transactions, 2 of those being buying, 1 on the sell. So 2 days of green and then followed up by today in the red. Grove, we see it has taken a bit of a hit on the day. It's down 5.37%, $20,000 in trading volume. So it still maintains to have pretty good high levels of volume in comparison to the majority of these other crypto on the SafeMoon SWAP. With this, though, do keep in mind it is down $11,000 for selling compared to the buys, which was $9,200, 81 total transactions. For HOD, it's also seen a little bit of a hit today. This one down 5.08% after a 4-day run-up, and it's $5,700 in trading volume, $2,300 on buying, $3,400 on selling. So there is more on the sell side. Live Crypto Party is still making further climbs up according to the price charts, but do keep in mind that there's no trade activity that's being reported in the order books for the last 24 hours. So this is highly unusual to see these kinds of circumstances. Technically, there's little indicator moves taking place on the price charts itself here, but no actual trade activity in the last 24 hours. Then for Potherium, it's made some nice moves, most noteworthy of which was on April 14th, and then April 15th, we're seeing a continuation, and then April 17th as well. So 2, 4, we're on the 6th day in a row of being in the green. With this, it's approaching $1 million in market cap, but trading volume, just $23 for the last 24 hours. 1 transaction being indicated. So very, very low trading volume there as well. For Rhythm, it's on its 2nd day in a row of being in the green. Very low volume, $18 of which, up 0.72%, and 2 transactions, both of them being buys. Revoltance, this one is now on its 5th day in a row of being in the green. A little bit more volume than the last project. We're seeing $937 versus for Rhythm, it's only $18. So for Revoltance, we have 4 transactions, all of these being on the buy side. Again, up 1.61%. And that's what I got for you guys in today's video. for the latest price moves. If you want to learn how to pay for your real world bills using cryptocurrency, you can check out Spritz Finance. I have a video link down in the description below. And I thought I was about to go to a ad there. You can see how quick and easy it is to be able to use this stuff. I'll have a link to it down in the description below. Feel free to check it out if you would like. If you use my referral, you can get a little bonus to help out with one of your future bill payments. And I have used it myself, as you guys can see in that video. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. I really appreciate everyone that's showing your support for me and being able to make the content I do on my channel. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your support. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.